new Saltiga is coming. Ohayo, konnichiwa, konbanwa. Hi everyone, welcome back to JFTN, Japan Fishing Tackle News. Today, we are making an emergency video after a sudden announcement from Daiwa. The new Daiwa 25 Saltiga has been updated and will be released in 2025. Right now, there are only a few teaser movies available, and there is no official information about the specifications or the manufacturer's page. So, in this video, let's watch the footage together and look at the details we can see. We'll try to imagine what the new Saltiga will be like based on these clues. Now, let's get started and watch the video. First, let's look at a quick teaser video of the reel. This is probably showing the cutout part of the spool. The previous Saltiga 2020 model didn't have this, but the mid-sized Saltiga 2023 does. The color looks similar to the 2023 model with more gold accents, and the base color seems a bit navy. There's a pretty large cutout on the spool. Next, this is probably the cover of the monocoque body, the engine plate, and the cap. Like the spool, there are quite a few cutouts here as well. This also strongly resembles the design of the Saltiga 2023. This is the other side, probably the base of the handle. There's a label that says gear, which might indicate the material of the gear, just like in the 2023 model. And, of course, we also see the monocoque body logo. The cutout design is the same as on the cap, so it looks like they're following the 2023 model's design again. This is the drag knob. The design seems to be based on the 2023 model, but the texture looks more like the metallic base of the 2020 model. The color hasn't changed much, but it seems like the drag knob is a bit thicker. This might mean it's easier to grip and adjust. This is the spool area. Unlike the 2023 model, there's now a Daiwa logo between the cutouts. I think the Saltiga logo will be on the other side. I believe this is a pretty important update. The shape of the rotor on the right side, yes, it's the curve of the air drive rotor, which is now common in the latest reels. After the Saltiga 2023 and Certate SW 2024, it seems like Daiwa is finally including the air drive rotor in the larger models. It's almost certain that, just like the 2023 model, this will be a metal air drive rotor made of aluminum. Even though it's a larger model, the winding action should be surprisingly smooth and light, which is very exciting. This is from a separate video, but even here, we can clearly see that it's almost certainly the air drive rotor. Personally, I've had some issues with Daiwa's previous rotor, the air rotor. The bail spring was a bit weak, and especially in larger models, after casting or dropping the line, the bail could reopen if the line wasn't properly positioned on the roller. But with the air drive rotor, this has been dramatically improved. It opens and closes with less force while keeping its position firmly, which I really like. So the idea that this improvement will now be in the larger models makes me really happy. This looks like the base of the handle again. The part that said gear now has the words oversized power digigear. From this, we can guess that the drive gear in the Saltiga 2025 is even larger and stronger than the digigear in the 2020 model. This is just my personal guess, but perhaps Daiwa has redesigned the internal structure of the monocoque body. By maintaining the strength, they might have created enough space to fit a larger gear and increased the thickness of the gear to improve durability. It's also possible that the coating on the gear has become even tougher. In the 2020 model, I felt that the winding torque was slightly behind Shimano's Infinity Drive reels, so I'm really excited to see how this new gear improves performance. This is again the lower part of the spool. We can see the familiar mag-sealed label. This refers to a feature where a part containing magnetized oil is placed between the body and the spool to protect the reel from water infiltration. One thing to pay attention to is the gold band at the bottom of the spool. It looks like this part is slightly recessed inward. Perhaps like the spool on the Exist 2022, it has a structure that prevents the line from entering inside the spool. At the top of the spool, near the drag knob, there's an interesting label. It says DRD. From where it's located, I'm guessing it has to do with the drag system, and it looks like a new drag system has been included. But what does DRD stand for? Based on the Saltiga concept, it seems that this could mean the drag is now stronger, with better stopping power, and the durability of the drag washers has been improved. It might also make the reel more suitable for fishing that heavily uses the drag, like tuna or mackerel fishing. We can see the rotor area again. As expected, it's definitely the air drive rotor. However, compared to other models with the air drive rotor, this part seems to have a slightly rounder shape. Let's keep going without stopping here. These are parts we've seen up close before. Hold on a second. The silver part of the rotor says power drive. On other reels with the air drive rotor, this area usually says air drive. So this could mean that Daiwa has taken the air drive design and improved it for saltwater, large reels with a new power drive design concept. In the Certate SW 2024, the air drive rotor was redesigned for saltwater reels to make it stronger. So this could be an updated concept, further enhanced for larger models. So, what do you think? As I mentioned at the beginning, right now, the only detailed information comes from the official Daiwa YouTube movie, so everything I've shared here is just my personal guesses and speculations based on the video. Of course, there could be many things that are wrong. I hope you, as one of the fellow excited fans of the new Saltiga, can enjoy this as a fun conversation topic, maybe even over a drink. I'd also love to hear your predictions for the Saltiga, or what features you'd hope to see. I'll enjoy reading your comments. As soon as new information comes out, we plan to release updates in a video or on our website. Until then, I look forward to more news and will continue to enjoy dreaming up possibilities. Thank you for watching.